Hello, kindergarten. So we are coming back after our Kandinsky lines have been created. And hopefully you really enjoy doing that, thinking about different types of music, different ways songs sound. And today I'm going to show you how we're going to start adding color. Now, last week I spent time making those bold black lines with the bottom of my crayon. I did not use the tip of it. I wanted my lines to be nice and bold, to be really visible. I didn't want them to be too light. So today we are going to go and move into our paint palettes. And I know a lot of you have been very excited to do some painting. And so all of you should have received a bag, and in your bag is a paint palette. This paint palette is for you to keep at your house. It is yours to have, but it is for the school year to have in case we're home and we can complete our art projects. So please put them in a very safe spot. Now, my paint palette I was using earlier, so it is a little messy. I want to encourage you, after you're done, I've actually had mine sitting open so each of my colors can dry, because watercolors are supposed to be watery. They're never supposed to be sticky or gooey. They should kind of look like Kool-Aid or lemonade on your paper. So I want you to remember to make sure that you're not digging and scooping, but adding a nice puddle of water. So let's just say I want to go get some orange here. I'm just taking some water and I'm tapping it in there. Okay, so the other thing is, try to keep these laying out to dry, and when they're done, close them up, put them back in your art bag for the next day. So since I have some orange here, I want to encourage you once again to find some music. And I want you to enjoy the process of painting with music. So depending on, the type of music you're playing, think about how the colors make you feel. Is red making you feel energetic? Is blue making you feel calm? All right, so I am coming in with orange. I don't have music with me right now because I wanted you to hear me. And so what I will be doing here is I'm going to work one shape at a time. All right, and as I'm painting, I'm keeping my paint in those shapes. Try not to go over the shape, or over the line, over the crayon line. Crayon is made out of wax, and what's really neat is wax and water, they won't stick together. They'll actually push apart. That's called repelling or resisting. And so when we're painting, your paint will stay right inside those shapes because the crayon is saying, oh, stay in here. It's kind of creating a border or a border, I guess that's all I can say. All right, so I want to encourage you to continue painting. I am going to spend some time painting, and I thought I'll put some music on now that I'm done demonstrating. You can just listen and watch, and I want to encourage you to take your time and work on each area. All right, so I hope that all of you are enjoying this project. Have fun with it. Think about Mr. Kandinsky, how he was someone that allowed music to really help him explore shapes and colors and lines, and I hope you all enjoy. So have fun. I'm going to go ahead and continue creating with some music so you can watch. All right, have a great day. Okay, so let me see here. I'm trying to get it all my camera here. What way do I need to go? Okay, so I have my painting done. I listened to some music, and as you can see, it is so vibrant. Now, I wanted just to mention, I know we haven't been in class and worked together with painting, so I just want to talk to you about these. So in the beginning of our video, I talked about how these are all very, very wet. The only color I chose not to use was brown. That was just my preference. I just wanted to kind of stick with the brighter colors and then use some blacks to just make those pop a little bit. This is your artwork. But they have a lot of water. So if I closed this right now, that would just sit in there. It couldn't dry out. So put this maybe on your kitchen counter, let it sit for about an hour. Just maybe put it, in a window to let it get some sun. It's going to dry. then close it, tuck it back in your bag. A couple other things, I did have a couple areas because I had really wet paint, and if I did a shape right next to it and it was wet, some of them the crayon didn't hold it into that boundary, that border that I created. So I did have a couple areas that it seeped out, like the red went into the green. I'm going to leave that. I think it can add to artwork. So if it does seep a little bit, you should be okay. The other thing is when I was painting, I had this spiral and I thought, well, I could just paint it all yellow or all red, but I did a little bit of blending where I thought, well, red, orange, and yellow, they are right next to each other, and those colors are known as warm colors. So warm colors, if they touch, if they blend, if they mix, they will be okay. Now you can also do that with green and blue. They are neighbors on the color wheel. So if those colors accidentally mix, it's going to make more of a blue-green. Now the only thing is you don't want to do green and purple because then you'll get more of a swampy color, but you could do blue and purple. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I just wanted to point out that's why I did some yellows and oranges and reds, because I just knew they're buddies, they're neighbors. And so if you have an area like a swirl or a spiral and you do a little mixing, that's okay. So turn on some music, have some enjoyable time. Think about how Mr. Kandinsky was always creating with just that music in his head and how those colors were dancing. And so I would love to see these all finished. I think they're going to be so stunning, so colorful, and they're all going to be unique and a little different. So have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy. Happy creating, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.